provide expropriation bill public hearings this week, and the committee has begun holding the Northern Cape leg of the hearings at different areas in the province, which has kicked off today, which is the 21st, and it will be taking place until the 24th of August 2021. Now, among other constitutional matters regarding the bill, the committee wants to hear from you on how to repeal the existing Expropriation Act 63 of 1975 in order to provide a common framework in line with the Constitution. And this is to guide the processes and procedures for expropriation of property by organs of state. Now, today we are joined by a special guest. This is Ms. Nolitha Ntobongwana, and she is joining us and will be enlightening us more on this one. Now, good afternoon to you, ma'am, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Lizelle, and good afternoon to the listeners of Radio Riverside.
Thank you. Now, what is expropriation bill and how does it affect ordinary citizens?
Expropriation bill is a bill which will enable government to expropriate properties for public interest or public use. When we're saying expropriate, we mean government taking over that particular piece of land or that property. But this time we are saying for public use or public interest. When we say public use, we mean building schools, building houses for the people, building roads, building hospital. And then ordinary citizens will benefit from that, because when government build houses for them, it's them that benefit. But government, in order to do those services, government needs land. That's why then we're bringing this bill so that people can comment on, so that government can then have powers to expropriate that particular property or land.
All right, now, ma'am, why is it important for the parliament to conduct public hearings?
The reason is this government that is currently in power in South Africa, one of its cornerstones is democracy. And one of the principles of democracy is consultation. So when we come to the people, it's because we want their views, we want them to comment, we want them to participate in the lawmaking. So the reason we're coming to them, we don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past government, which took laws without consulting people, which would expropriate without telling people, like the forced removals. People were not consulted. They were just taken out because the government of the day wanted to build something or wanted to take that piece of land for certain people. So this one is saying to them, they want to be free, they want to be fair and transparent in the laws that they make.
Now, there has been confusion between this process and the amendment of Section 25 of the Constitution. Now, can you clarify the differences?
Yes, there's a serious confusion there. The Parliament wants to amend Section 25 of the Constitution of the country. That would give rise to expropriation of land without compensation. That process is still on in Parliament. I think soon we will see the debates of that in Parliament, not this one. This one is a bill which is there to enable that government must expropriate. Right now, government is expropriating, but it is using this act number 63 of 1975, which is an old act, which is not in line with the current constitution that we have, which doesn't allow government to utilize land maybe that has been lying there, not being used for public purpose and public interest. Section 25, we talk about taking land on that one and maybe giving it to people that need land or that was repossessed, but that one is still a process which currently is before the Parliament.
All right.
And that one would need a two-thirds majority of the Parliament because you will be amending the constitution of the country.
Okay. Now, we are aware that the residents of Pofadder are also aware of this bill. What is it that they had to say about this bill?
The residents of Pofadder, when we had the meeting with them today, they were clear. In fact, let me say, they rejected the bill. They reject the bill on the grounds that the bill doesn't protect the rights of the property owners. And they even said that it would even interfere with those that want to invest in the country. But the minority view, because we take all the views that are presented to us, said that they support the bill and they feel that the bill is long overdue, so that the government can ensure that it builds and it provides services for the people. But they also raised something which those that are in objection of the bill, saying that it will discourage investors. Those that are in support, they say that building, providing services for people like building schools and all those things and houses, it also brings about the economic growth of that particular area. So you can see that there are different views, but we are taking them. We don't respond. We take the views as they bring. Then we will discuss when we go back to Parliament.
All right. Now, ma'am, since the committee has closed written submissions, how does a person or a citizen who is not able to attend any of these public hearings due to work or other commitments contact the committee or ensure that their submission is indeed received?
We closed as you have correctly saw, we closed the issue of the written submissions on the 28th of February 2021. And after that, we had a program in which we invited people to do oral presentation over virtual platform, and now we are doing public hearings. After we are done with public hearings, which will be next week in Free State, we will do the second leg of the oral presentation. And if anyone wants to do oral presentation, then they must request from the committee secretary so that they can be allotted time when we do the oral presentation that we will do over a virtual platform. You can do that at your home or in your office, and then we'll invite you and then you present to us. The number, the person that they may contact, who is Ms. Nola Martinez, if you may allow me, but I will also leave this with you. Right. Her contact number is 083 709 8397, but I will leave with you so that anyone who would like to do that, she will respond and then give them her email address so that they formally write that they are requesting for oral presentation, and then we'll allow them.
All right. Now, we are aware now you've mentioned that you will also be going to the Free State after Uppington. So what other areas will the committee be going to?
Free State is the last province. In fact, this is the 8th province, okay, because we have already done 7 provinces. We had to stop in June, and because of the numbers that were rising of COVID-19 infections. And remember, President closed the country when he took us to level 4 lockdown. So we had to stop in protection of the citizens of South Africa. So we didn't want to be part of those that are ensuring that the COVID-19 spread. So that now at least there have been an ease on the restrictions, and we are allowed to hold public meetings. That's why we are here. But we are looking as the committee that in September, early September, we will be back in Parliament, and then as the committee we will be discussing all these, the written submissions, the oral presentations, and all the information and the views and comments that we have received from the public hearings.
All right, now Ms. Ntobongwana, my apologies. What are your last words to our listeners, especially those who want to attend these public hearings at Tall Spielman Hall right here in Uppington?
We are inviting the people of Uppington to attend tomorrow's public hearings, and this is their chance to participate in the lawmaking. This is their chance to express their views on this important bill, whether they are in support of it, whether they are objecting on it, but this is their chance. So we invite them to come. We will observe, of course, the health protocols, in the hall. We won't have more than 50 people as the regulations that are permitting us to do so. So we do all those things. When you come in, we sanitize you. We don't want to be a super spreader, but we want people to express their views. It is very crucial. So that when this bill comes to an act, they will say that we participated in making that act.
All right, thank you very much for your time, ma'am. If you've joined us, that was Ms. Nolitha Ntobongwana, and she is from the Committee on Public Work and Infrastructure. So if perhaps you are interested and you want to join or come and hear what they have to say about the public hearings at Tol Spielman, then you can join them. It has kicked off today, which is the 21st, and it will be going on until the 24th of August, which is on Tuesday. So you may contact the following people, but firstly, the dates are here. So they have the date of the 21st, which was already taking place. That was the Pof Other Community Center, which took place at 10 o'clock. The following one is tomorrow, which is the 21st, and the venue is also Tol Spielman Hall in Uppington. Time there is 10 o'clock. And then they also have the details of the third day of the public hearings, which is on Monday, the 23rd of August, 2021. And this is for the Katu City Hall, and this is for the time of 10 o'clock. And the last one on the 24th is at Khalishiwe Recreational Hall in Kimberley, and the time for this is 10 o'clock. So yes, you are free to join if perhaps you are interested, and you may contact Ms. Nola Martinise for more information. She's the Secretary for PC on Public Works and Infrastructure. Now her contact number is 083-709-8397. Thank you very much. Have yourself a nice day further.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. To you all, time now is exactly 18 minutes past 5 o'clock. If you've just joined us, this is the Weekend Express. Do come through, engage with us on 054-331-3244 for so much more.
Radio Riverside 98.2 FM, the independent voice of the